The death toll has now unfortunately crossed the 300 mark. Rescuers are using drone-based radar to look for survivors and for geographical mapping as well. This drone will help them check if there are any human bodies under the debris. Meanwhile, in a major development, Centre has moved draft to declare 57,000 square kilometers of Western Ghats as eco-sensitive, including 13 villages in Wayanad as well. Political showdown erupts in Kerala as BJP has now slammed Rahul Gandhi, saying that he has failed Wayanad, and this development comes even as Rahul Gandhi remains in Wayanad overseeing the rescue operations happening there.
We are at Mundakai in Wayanad, where the terrible tragedy has taken so many lives. The rescue operations are on right now. We can see that the Hitachi is being brought here, and they're actually searching for remains. If people are still stuck there, the remains of the people, many Hitachis have been brought here, and they are searching for this. Now, while the search operation is going on, there are many people who are here, relatives, their loved ones are missing. They are here in the hope of at least knowing what has happened to their family. One such person is Sunil. His mother, his brother and sister's daughter went missing. They received the body of the sister's daughter. On the day the landslide happened, the bridge was completely washed away, but Sunil, along with his cousin brother, came here. I mean, he said they came through the small roads which they know interior. They came here tying ropes. Somehow he reached this place. Now, behind in that area, that is where his house is. He says that it's like if you pour water in a bucket on a sand, how it will be, that there will be nothing left. That was the condition of his house. Next to that was his uncle's house. That house has also been completely damaged, and he said the first thing when he was frenetically calling his loved ones, their mobiles were ringing. He reached that house. There at that house he called them, but still they were not, only the mobile was ringing. So that's when they went in and searched. They saw a hand. The people along with him came, retrieved that, but that was of somebody else. We are at Mundakai in Wayanad, the landslide site, where the rescue operations are still ongoing. Friends and families of people who are missing are still waiting here to get some answers. We have along with us someone who has been waiting here, who's here for some time, waiting for some answers about his friends. ചേട്ടാ എന്താണ്
ഇവിടെ സംഭവിച്ചതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മുടെ ഒരു സുഹൃത്ത് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അത്ര എന്നാലും സുഹൃത്ത് തന്നെ നമ്മൾ അറിയുന്ന ആളെ, പുള്ളിയും പുള്ളിയുടെ വൈഫും നമ്മളെ ഞങ്ങൾ ഒന്ന് ജോലി ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. ഇവിടെ സംഭവം നടക്കുന്ന തിങ്കളാഴ്ച രാത്രി ഒരു മണിക്കാണ് ഈ മേളിൽ നിന്ന് ഇതെല്ലാം ഇവിടെ വരുന്നത്. അല്ലേ, കുറച്ച് പേരെ നമ്മൾക്ക് നേരത്തെ ഇവിടെ മാറ്റിയായിരുന്നു.
ഇവരെ പിന്നെ വിളിച്ചിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ
ഇല്ല, കിട്ടുന്നില്ല. ഇവിടെ ആളെന്നുള്ളത് ഇപ്പോൾ മാന്തുന്ന ഇവിടുത്തെ ആളെ കിട്ടിയിട്ടില്ല, രക്ഷപ്പെട്ടിട്ടുമില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഇടിഞ്ഞ് വീണുപോയി, കോൺക്രീറ്റ് വീട് ഇടിഞ്ഞ് വീണുപോയി.
So he was just explaining to us that his friends, after this incident, they're trying to reach them, but they couldn't get through. Neither have there been rescued, is what they are saying. Now, this visuals, if we can show you, this place, which looks like a barren land now, was a house. This was a house of this person's friend, where the searches are on right now. It's completely destroyed. They are trying to remove that roof area there and actually see if there has been any remains inside. There have been people here in this house when the landslide happened. They have not been rescued, and since then they are not reachable. So they are missing as of now, and they're looking to search if they are anywhere here. These are the scenes that we are seeing from Mundakai. We are at Mundakai in Wayanad, the worst landslide affected area. Behind me you can see the visuals. There were houses here which was completely washed away. There were houses as well as houses where these estate workers used to live, known as layams or paddy here. There were houses as well as these layams where the people were there. This is where the maximum damage had happened, from up top the hill. the landslide happened, and from there, while it came down, washed away this entire area, many houses and many lives. It's not just human lives that are at stake when tragedies or disasters like this happen. Animals are also there. Many times, pet animals will be stuck. Now here we are seeing a cat here. It's just being brought back by the relatives of one of the families who were staying upstairs. They were stuck there for almost a day, and they had come down on the first day after the landslide had happened. But this cat was still stuck there. They kept food for him, but the cat didn't eat much, is what they are saying. We are at Mundakai in Wayanad, the heart of the landslide tragedy which has claimed many lives in Wayanad district. Now if you can just look around, we can show you the extent of the damage. This is a house that has been partially damaged, and this is after the landslide came down through this road and reached here. There were many houses here on the left hand side. If you look at it, if we show you the visuals now, it doesn't even look like there were any house. It's completely debris there. The damages to the houses are quite visible, and on this side it doesn't even look like there were any houses there. Now towards the left side of this is their small town. It was their junction basically for the people of Mundakai. Those structures there were shops. There were many shops here in this area, but right now it just looks like a barren land where there has been nothing. There were many shops there which has been damaged, and on the left side, on this side also, there has been many houses. But one look at this place now, it is impossible to even believe that there were so many houses here. Now the rescue work that is going on here is that many Hitachis have been brought in. This is the first day that these heavy equipments could be brought to Mundakai area. This is where the maximum damage had happened.
Well, it has been raining, likely to continue, but only relief is that there are no heavy rains as such, because that then will put the entire rescue operation into jeopardy, because every time there is heavy rain, there is a risk of a landslide, especially Mundakai and surrounding region. The ground is not stable. These hills are landslide prone, and already, as we told yesterday, there are ecology groups which are saying that if the quantum of rain increases to at least 600 millimeter in a span of 48 hours, then they believe that the threat of a landslide is real, and that's one main reason that they are scared every time the rain intensity increases. Thankfully, that hasn't happened. But what it definitely does is it increases the current in this stream that you see here, and that then affects the operation. They will have to comb the riverbed to look for bodies, but if the current is too strong, then the JCB can't get in and comb. Neither can these teams that are on the embankment and by the riverside carry out that operation. So it becomes very important that the weather remains stable. Some extremely lucky people, one would say, that they managed to survive all the natural elements, whether it's the rain that has been on ever since this landslide took place, or the weather with temperature dipping every evening, and then the fact that there was no access to food and water. Despite all that, there are few lucky survivors. But overall, if you look at the rescue operation, two things are happening now. One, several rescue teams have split up into different zones. There is one team that's combing the riverbed. Just to show you what's happening, there are JCBs that are combing the riverbed very close to where the human habitation was. There was a school and there was another major building. This is Churalmara that we are talking about. So they're combing the riverbed and the embankment to see if there are bodies underneath the debris. That's one. On the other hand, you have several other teams that have gone into Mundakai. They are actually looking at the area where there were houses or sheds of workers who work in the plantation. So another team is focusing on that. In the meanwhile, you have other workers, other